stand back.
وش هذا؟ القرفين. الاشتراك واللايك وهيا لنبدأ. اوكي، نبدأ المهمة الأولى بأن نفرقع الفقاعات اللي في مدينة هوغسفيلد. اوكي يلا نروح. نقدر نستخدم العصا. البالونة الأولى جميل، اللي ساعة طق عليه طلعت لازم المسها بالعصا. اوكي يلا يبقى اثنتين. مشكلة ما اقدر اعاين يعني اتجاه واحد بس. اقدر عن تحت واقدر عن فوق، كلها على حسب الاتجاه. في هنا يبقى الأخيرة. وين الأخيرة؟ أنا الأخيرة. حلو خلصنا. الحين نروح الكويتش. الكويتش وين هي؟ هنا. كل المناظر الجميلة. بدي صراحة استكشف البيت اللي تحت بس نخليه في وقت ثاني. اوكي اوكي وصلنا. اوكي وصلنا. نفرقع هذه. ثانية لا، وين الثاني؟ وين الرابع؟ وين الخامسة؟ نعطيك كذا. خلاص تم اكتمال فرقعات البالونات. المفروض ننزل هنا.
How did you get on with those tasks?
Madam Kagawa, I completed the list of tasks you assigned.
Wonderful. I trust you became more familiar with your broom through the process?
Yes, Professor.
That's good to hear. Keep it up, and perhaps one day you'll have a spot on the Quidditch team. If Black ever permits Quidditch again. Well, with those tasks out of the way, let us get started. Glacius. Pay attention to your wand work.
اوكي شكله بنتعلم تعويذة ثليجية. جميل.
Well done. I'd recommend that you practice your new spell here in my office before taking it.
اوكي هذه جميل. جميلة. نحطها هنا. نحطها هنا. ولا اقول نحطها هنا. هذه هنا. وش بعد
Over here.
We're not alone.
We are not. Ranrock's loyalists. Around a dozen I can see, but could be more.
Can't we apparate past them into the tower?
We could, but we've no idea what's in the tower. More importantly, however, I'd like to know why they're here. They've set up camp just ahead. I suggest we investigate a little before doing anything else. Let's go.
Well, this isn't ideal.
No, it isn't. This way. And I'd suggest we use the disillusionment charm here. No sense in announcing our arrival.
I have a brother who works in Gringotts. Couldn't pay me enough to sit behind a desk all day.
نكمل. فكر في أقزام أسمع صوتهم.
Quickly now.
حلو، فيها ضربة خاصة. اوكي يعتمد على حسب الليفل. اختفي. يلا كمل.
Stay hidden and cast Petrificus Totalis.
حتى وانا جالس اطول منه. وش اضغط؟
Petrificus Totalis.
حلو يلا. جمدت
Well
مسكين.
done.
اوكي نكمل الرحلة. حقق مستوى وجود مخلوقات الغابة.
Must be something here. Ramrock said so.
اوكي نجد المسكين ذا.
What was that? I feel as though I'm not alone.
You feel you need لا
Regret coming
يلا روح 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 روح. شوفونه ولا؟ لا والله. لا 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 لا
Ramrock said so.
يا أخي التنقل بين هذه صعبة.
Been on patrol so long, I'm hearing things.
إيه شوف شكله لابس لي رداء. تمام اعتمد. نعطيه واحدة زي كذا. أحلى رداء والله. أوكي أوكي نرجع. لا ما أنا بريبير يرحم والديك لا تكشف. طيب هذول كيف نتخطاهم؟ عندي فكرة جهنمية.
Straight to fight. How nice of you to start by.
والله مسكين. تمام نشوف وش هنا.
Orders. Directly from Ranrock.
These orders indicate that they're after something to do with names.
Rebellions.
What names? And why?
بس تبقى الزمن وين جاء.
Blood.
سارق الدماء.
You won't last long.
قلبيسة.
I've been fighting since before you.
خذ. يلا يلا يلا.
Longer than necessary.
Akio.
Lucky that's all.
تعال تعال.
Protego.
Stop it.
مسكين والله. يلا روح. والله حزنت عليه المسكين. نشوف الصندوق. لود شوي تراب.
Imagine the goblins know about the trials. They know that something is significant about this place, though. It's more than mere coincidence that we encountered Ranrock's loyalists here.
Looks like we found the entrance.
اوكي
It's
هذا
locked.
الباب. حلو فتحنا.
An unlocking charm.
Very handy. No time now, but if you don't learn it soon enough, we can work on it back at the castle.
ايه تمام حلو اخذناه. طيب خلنا نروح. لا 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 نشرب شاي.
I imagine these brooms have been enchanted for centuries. Never seen an enchantment last this long.
فلوس فلوس نحن
Welcome
نحب
to
الفلوس.
Sambakar's Tower.
إيه أنا ما أدري الصراحة كيف أطور الأقفال. هذا موجود هنا.
Hello, Professor. Did you say Sambakar's Tower?
I did. Professor Bakar is a keeper you have yet to encounter. I'm glad to see that I was correct in presuming that we would meet again soon after our last encounter, though I surmise, based on the commotion I heard, that you did not have an easy time getting to me.
We did not, Professor. We encountered goblins outside the tower.
That goblins were aware of my vault is disquieting enough. But if they have also made a connection to this tower, then the threat may be greater than I thought. All the more reason for us to move forward. Downstairs, near the entry, a reservoir of ancient magic, like those you've seen before, has been unlocked. Command it to access a doorway. I'm afraid I cannot say more. As Professor Fig cannot join you, he and I will, in time, see you back at the map chamber. Remember what you see.
We're going to need to understand how Ranrock's loyalists knew about a tower that once belonged to a keeper. For the moment, however, you've more important things to set your mind to. A reservoir of ancient magic, I believe?
Yes, sir.
Then I shall leave matters in your increasingly capable hands. That said, be careful.
I will, sir. I'll see you back in the map chamber. A reservoir of ancient
تمام
magic.
نشوف المستودع.
Downstairs, near the entry.
سند.
Revelio.
بيليا نعطيها سكان خفيف. الاختبار الأول. اوكي لنكمل الرحلة.
I've seen this before. In Gringotts and the restricted section. Revelio.
قدرة هذه عجيبة. تمام.
Impressive. That must have done something. Best have a look around.
على طول سوينا جسر. هذا لقينا الصندوق. أعطاني زي. نكمل. أعطاني 40 عملة. جميل ما نقول الفلوس لا. لا فكر. اوكي
Revelio.
تكشف. اوكي عطني. جميل فتحنا بعد ثاني.
Must be different.
اوكي لنكمل هناك بعض الأعداء في الخارج. غريبة ما في عدو.
These are never a welcome sight. At least I know what to expect.
هذا شكل غير. اوكي روح اعطيه بهذه البيضة. يلا تعال
Incendio. Confringo.
روح.
Accio. Incendio.
السدقة هذه مرة قوية. جمدة.
Confringo.
اوكي وش بعد ورانا؟ ليه ما بخصم ذي
These look familiar.
في طريقين. واحد هنا.
What have the keepers planned for me?
اوكي قطع غير معروف. قطعة غير معروف. في صندوق هنا. اوكي كيف نروح هناك؟ هنا السؤال.
Accio.
هذا الصراحة حلو، فتحنا باب. طيب نشوف. تعال. هنا مكان للأعداء. طيب نروح نشوف هذه. حلو.
More statues.
جنة ليزا.
Accio.
يلا يلا انت تجي عطنا ممكن فيزي وهذه.
Accio.
روح روح. اعطيكم فيزو. يلا طلقوا احنا. نار. يلا. ابدا ليس هناك مستوى. طيب نروح هنا. طيب هنا الطريق. يلا نكمل. كيف الصندوق هنا؟
Accio.
بس كيف اروح؟ اتوقع لازم ادخل منه. هنا ايش فيه؟
Seems I ought to explore this archway from both sides.
الذي افعله. فرحنا هنا.
Revelio.
كيف اخذ الصندوق وكيف اذهب الى فوق؟ تمام.
Accio.
تعال. تعال. اوكي. كيف لحظة. أظن أني أتت لدي فكرة. كيف نوقف هنا. نروح هنا ونجرب حظنا الآن. في كذا ممتاز اتوقع. لغز سخيف. لا تكفى. يلا لغز بسيط وجميل وخفيف. تمام.
I'll never get used to these floors.
أنا راسي تخمن. اوكي يا هاي صندوق. انا على طول نفجره. يلا 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 تعال نوريك. تعال تعال نعطيك. لا ما وصلت. ما انتبه. اوف 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 اعطيه. يلا يلا ردون. نعطيه هذا. تم نعطيه واحدة كذا. يلا روح روح روح. ايش هذا؟ يا عمي يا عمي يلا جمده. شوف يا عمي شو تسوي الحين؟ يلا يلا نطقطق عليه حد نطقطق عليه. طيب وين نتوجه بعدها؟ عندك شيء؟ تعال نستكشف من هنا. اوه سنتيو. طيب كيف ننزل؟ هنا الحكاية. هنا الحكاية. هنا الحكاية. طيب ننزل كذا. لا كويس. ارجع هنا. حلو 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 حلو. يلا في هنالك شيء. اوكي ان شاء الله ما يكون فوتني شيء. اوكي
Revelio.
أخذنا الجرعة. أتوقع هذا هو المكان الأخير. وهناك صندوق جميل. إيش صار؟ الباب انفتح. 5 جرعات. شكل فيه طحن. نعم هناك طحن. حركة خاصة. جميلة جميلة. روح روح بس انت. اها طيب عطى ثانية رجعها براسه. خذ هذه القم. اوكي نعطيه النار. يلا ايزي. اوه وش هذا؟ لا تستهبل يا رجال. روح. القدرة الخاصة ما اثرت فيه زي كذا. غير كذا يا رجال توكل توكل جمده. حلو حلو خربنا عليه. عطى كمبرينجو. لا لا لا. ايش هذا؟ اوريك. اجل رتمي. يلا عطى الضربة الخاصة. كويس. يلا لا ترح. روح. كويس. عندي واحدة ثانية. هذه حركة قاضية. حلو هزمناه. جميل. حلو ورحنا لاخر شيء. انها نهاية الممر، انها نهاية المرحلة. اوكي. في هناك بعض الصناديق الجميلة. اوكي لن اذهب الا بدون ذا الصندوق. اوكي حلو اعطاني النظارات للاسف زرقاء. نشوف القصة. يبكي. لماذا يبكي؟ هذا البنت يعلمها على الأسحار القديمة.
Your ability to transfigure the world around you is remarkable. What is it?
My father isn't getting better. I don't think he'll ever recover from the death of my brother.
It is agonizing to see those we love suffer.
The drought was years ago, but the pain of losing him is as deep for him now as if it had happened only yesterday. He doesn't need pretty pillars, he needs peace. What if I could help him, Professor?
You do so much for your father already.
It's not enough. I want to take away his pain.
It is tempting, I know, to use this magic that you're mastering to transfigure more than the physical world. But human emotion is a potent force unto itself. Even the most well-meaning and competent witch cannot possibly know the consequences of irrevocably manipulating it.
So I'm to watch as my father's pain destroys him.
It is not your pain to take. Every year, a student sees something sillier than I could ever imagine in their tea leaves. Oh, Miss Morganach, welcome back to Hogwarts, Professor.
That's going to take some getting used to.
هذه مقبرة.
I was so pleased to hear that you'd accepted the position of Defense Against the Dark Arts, Professor.
Sit, Isadora. Tell us about your travels.
I was actually hoping that you and the others might join me at my home this evening. There's much I'd like to share with you.
That would be delightful. We shall let the others know.
Very well. I shall see you then.
Another memory. Now to find a way out of here.
يلا يستر دعتهم للعشاء ليه.
More crystallized stone. That must be the way back to the map chamber.
اوكي رجعنا للاستاذ. طلع صديقه.
What have we here?
I'm a student at Hogwarts, sir. And this is Professor Fig.
Professor Charles Rookwood at your service. Has someone completed the first trial?
I have, Professor Rookwood. We saw you in the Pensive in Gringotts with Professor Rackham.
Indeed. So, you found the portkey to access Professor Rackham's vault, and you deciphered the map within the locket you found floating above that Pensive.
I did. I found something that I can't identify floating above the last Pensive.
Ah, yes. You will find a similar artifact in each trial. You must take care to keep them safe. You will need them to complete the journey we have set forth for you. Once you have them all, we will tell you what to do with them.
Very well. Are you able to tell me anything about the next trial?
Before you proceed, I would like to speak with Charles regarding the urgent situation involving the goblins.
The goblins?
The student has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. They and their mentor, Professor Fig, not only encountered goblins lurking outside of San Bakar's tower, they also encountered a powerful goblin in my vault at Gringotts.
I'm afraid it would be wise to halt the trials until we know more.
We shall defer to you in this matter, of course. Now then...
Wait, Professor. The name Rookwood. Do you think...
that there's a connection to Victor? Perhaps, but we can't be sure of its significance, if any. For now, tell me what you saw in the Pensive.
Before the witch from the last Pensive, Isadora, became a Hogwarts professor, she argued with Professor Rackham about using magic to remove pain.
Hopefully the next Pensive provides more context. For now, we should learn what Ranrock knows. I will be honest, I've no idea where to start.
Actually, I might know of someone. I saw Serona at the Three Broomsticks speaking to a goblin once. They seemed friendly.
Well, it's worth a try. See what you can find out. Of course, don't forget...
My studies. Yes, sir.
Before you go...
Professor?
Have you encountered swirling traces of magic in the world? Aside from those along our path?
Not that I recall. What are they?
Evidence of the Keeper's efforts to manipulate the power of ancient magic during our time. If I am correct, and I usually am, you should be able to use them to inform and enhance your own magic.
Thank you, sir. I will look out for them.
اوكي رجعنا للصف نشوف ماذا لدى البومة. هو عنده رسائل كثير. بعد المهمة الأولى صف الوحوش. اوكي أبدأ بها. اوكي شكله مهمة يعني مهمة بالعربي.
Welcome everyone.
نروض
I see
الوحوش
you've
ولا
already met
حيوانات.
some of the many beasts we study in this class. Though be advised, none of these creatures should be taken lightly. They are all in their own way dangerous, especially if one does not know how to handle them properly. Now, it seems many of you are out of practice. Let's take some time to review the basics of how to care for a beast, shall we? Miss Sweeting, would you please assist our new student with the lesson today?
Yes, Professor Howen. Hello, I'm Poppy Sweeting. Don't worry about Professor Howen's speech. She over-exaggerates sometimes. All the beasts in class are perfectly safe. Oh!
Miss Sweeting, pay attention, please. The tongue of a puffskein can be a slippery devil.
Yes, Professor. Here, you can practice on Gerald. Just keep an eye out for his tongue. You can use my
شو
brush.
نسوي فيه؟
Just be gentle. Oh, and think pleasant thoughts. I like to think it enriches his experience.
تمام نضغط تي. تمام. لا والله. طيب. لا تخسي.
That's lovely. I'm sure he feels much better. I think he might be hungry. Would you mind
بعد
giving him some
وكذا.
beast feed?
يلا نوكله. الله يعين. يلا نوكلك.
What do you suppose the pellets taste like to Gerald? Pudding, I like to think. I think we can safely say that Gerald likes you.
That's good news. He seems very nice.
He is. Kindness is one of his best qualities, right after ambition and cleanliness.
Good work, everyone. Now, let's make our way to the pens and select another beast. And please, do be careful as you feed and groom them. Miss Sweeting, why don't you show our new student to the Neasels in the farthest pen?
This way. The Neasels are over here.
هذول مو القطط الشرسة.
Oh, couple of Neasel whiskers ought to get me a few canuts at least. Enough to buy something from Honeydukes. Stupid thing.
What in Merlin's name are you doing?
Tuss, peculiar poppy. Worried about a worthless little rodent.
Her name is Persephone!
Her name is Persephone!
That's really not funny.
Let's go.
Those two don't belong anywhere near this class. Poachers in training. Persephone was onto them instantly. Thank you for your help. Let's carry on. Feed and brush the Neasels, just as you did with Gerald.
اوكي يلا. ايه ويلي. وكله يلا.
The Neasels really took to you. They know a good egg when they see one. As do I.
It appears our time has come to an end. Please close the pens and see yourselves out. Now, where is our new student? There you are. I would like a moment, please.
يلا ها.
Hello, Professor. You wanted to speak with me?
I did. How did you find your first beasts lesson?
It was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this class.
Good. You seem to understand that when beasts are properly controlled, they can play a vital role in our lives. Some provide us with magically imbued materials, if cared for correctly, which does not include torturing them for whiskers. Well done, by the way. Probably best to let me handle it next time.
Yes, Professor.
They're nearly as bad as the Savagers in Rookwood's poacher pack. Sadly, we're the ones who suffer, stumbling over dead beasts. Terrible waste of resources.
Surely the poachers can be brought to justice by someone. The Ministry, perhaps?
An optimistic idea. Now, why don't we focus on more immediate matters that we can control? Professor Weasley has asked that I prepare some assignments designed to help you catch up to the other fifth years. Be on the lookout for my owl. Meanwhile, I also encourage you to study as many beasts as you can on your own time.
I need to talk to you. Come here.
Do you need something, Poppy?
Thank you again for saying something to those brutes so that I didn't have to. You were an augury at noon in the desert.
I certainly hope that's a good thing.
It's something my gran and I say. It means that something or someone is a welcome surprise. At least, that's what we decided it meant.
I couldn't stand there and watch them harm the poor thing.
We're of a similar mind. Actually, in light of that, there's someone I'd like you to meet in the forest.
You've intrigued me. Very well. Lead the way.
I'd hoped I would.
نشوف.
I wouldn't take just anyone there. In fact, you're the first.
Really? Well, thank you, I think.
As I said, we think alike. Pleasant surprise. Quite the weather we're having, don't you think?
Poppy, where are you taking me?
It really is much better if I just show you. Don't worry, we're nearly there. It's just ahead. Stand back.
وش هذا؟ القرفين.
Please meet Highwing. Isn't she just magnificent? Go on, introduce yourself to her. But be careful. You must always show hippogriffs the proper courtesy before you approach them. I knew it! I don't think I've ever seen a hippogriff take to someone this quickly. You can feed and brush her if you'd like.
ننظفه ونوكله.
I come and check on her every once in a while. Bring
Okay.
her pasties, tell her what's going on in the castle. You wouldn't know from looking at her, but she's a dreadful busybody.
Yeah.
So, what did you think of Highwing?
I thought she was brilliant. Can't believe you introduced me to her.
I suspected you two might get along.
Are you the reason students have been seeing hippogriffs flying above the Forbidden Forest?
Perhaps. Did you know that once you earn a hippogriff's trust, they'll always be there for you? I've seen it firsthand with her.
How exactly did you and Highwing cross paths?
It's a longer story, but I rescued her from poachers a few years back. Got her to safety and, well, she was fine until recently. You may have noticed that poachers are something of a problem in the area, so I worry they could get her again. And I might not be there next time.
Professor Howin mentioned the poachers as well. She seemed to imply that we couldn't rely on the Ministry to help.
I don't often agree with Professor Howin, but on that, I fear she's right. The poachers' influence is growing. I see them every day in the village, lingering, talking to people. They're up to something. I'm just not sure what.
That does seem strange. Sounds as if they're planning something.
Exactly. I think I'm going to look into it. Find out what's going on, what they're doing.
I'm not sure that's such a good idea. The poachers seem a dangerous lot.
They don't scare me. Besides, I'd do anything to keep Highwing safe.
You seem undeterred. Will you let me know what you find out?
Oh, very well. I will. I should be going, but we'll speak again soon, I hope.
جميل، خلصنا من مهمة صف الحيوانات. يا عيني تعال.
Hello again, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I was hoping to see you again, my young friend. Gladwin Moon, a Hogwarts caretaker, at your service. First, please allow me to apologize if I seemed a bit unsteady when we last met. I'm afraid I had a rather disconcerting encounter. Although I hear your visit to Hogsmeade was even more eventful than mine.
I suppose you could call it eventful. I certainly wasn't expecting a troll attack.
Oh, of course not. And from what I understand, the village was lucky you were there. In fact, my recent visit to Hogsmeade is the reason I was hoping to bump into you. I could use your help with something. Do you see that curious statue over there? Watch what happens when that light changes from day to night. Now, if you wouldn't mind humouring me for a moment, see if you can remove the moon from the statue. Odd little contraptions, aren't they? It seems the statue vanishes once the moon is removed, which, incidentally, can only be done at night. Why don't you hold on to that one for now, and I'll explain more as we walk. Ever since that fateful day in the village, those curious statues have begun appearing about the castle. A fair number have been strewn around Hogsmeade. Someone, it seems, is trying to torment me. You see, that day in Hogsmeade, I turned a corner and came face to face with a boggart, or shapeshifter, if you will, which takes the form of whatever scares you most. Revelio took the form of a demiguise.
A demiguise?
Yes! Terrifying creature that can see the future. Wholly unnerving. I encountered one when I was a lad in Korea. Terrible experience. Those statues are demiguises. The moons, I assume, are an uninspired play on my name. Some jackanapes used a boggart to learn my greatest fear and use it against me. I have my suspicion as to the scoundrel or scoundrels responsible. It is my hope that they will slip up and reveal themselves.
يبان مختصر الكلام ان نخبة التماثيل اللي نفس اخوينا اول. انت على القمر.
A couple of reasons, frankly. First, your daring do against those trolls in Hogsmeade has gained you a reputation for fearlessness. Second, as macabre and hideous as a demiguise is, most would find my fear of them unwarranted. You, however, have seen how they affect me. I'm at my wit's end, young friend. I simply can't bring myself to go near them. In fact, I know of two statues right here in the faculty tower. Perhaps you could start simply by removing them, so I can go about my evening duties.
I'd be glad to help you, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I knew I could count on you. First, you know how to cast a disillusionment charm, correct? You'll want to do that before wandering the tower at night. Next, you'll notice that the door is locked. However will you get in? Alahomora, that's how.
But what about curfew?
Curfew? Oh, tosh. I sense you're a bit like me, your age. Oh, the school was my oyster. And I took advantage of it. Oh, everyone loved me for it. Oh, those were the days. Now, you'll find one statue in the prefect's bathroom and the other in the hospital wing. Good luck. Oh, and thank you.
اوكي، نتعلم تعويذة الهومورا. يلا نتعلمها. اوكي، ما هذا. يلا اوكي، هذه الفتحة الاقفال اتوقع. حلو، افتح يا
Hello,
قفل.
Homura.
اوف، وش هذا كله؟ قلنا عليك استخدام تحريك الشراء وتكوين. هديت. الأشياء الخضراء. والله اني فيها تعقيد. حركنا الشيء، هل نحطها مع بعض ولا كيف؟ طيب ايه. تمام. الحين ما فهمت صراحة. اوكي، اهم شيء فتحنا الباب.
You're in. Remember, use a disillusionment charm so no one claps eyes on you. This is a restricted area of the castle after all.
خفة ونكمل. مثال يا رجل. حلو هذا.
Revelio.
اوكي، في احد الاشرار. بدي افتح الباب وراه كنوز. استوى 2. تبع. نكمل الرحلة. اوكي، حلو. الصندوق 42 ريال. نعم لنذهب هنا. والله في كنوز مغرية. هنالك كنوز مغرية. اوكي. لا اسفين.
This must be the prefect's bathroom.
تمام، نحاول نفكها الحين على طول. وفي هنا. في هنا. هنا. شوف هذا. كيف فكيناها؟ اوكي.
Revelio.
في هذا القمر. هذا واحد. صندوق.
Hello, Homura.
الله، الهمورة هذه استخدم في فتحناها. بدينا نعرف لها. قنريتين. اوكي. يرحم والدي، كذا من وين طلع لي. الذي يجب أن أفعله. اوكي، حلو. استدرجناه. مدرسة.
Not at the moment, no. Plenty of other perils and pitfalls to send them over.
ما ايش اسمه.
I suppose Professor Black knows best, but
Shit.
students are terribly disappointed about Quidditch being cancelled.
had planned to bet a few galleons on Hufflepuff this season. Hufflepuff?
لازم نمشي الحين.
Show it.
لا لا.
I know when I see a winning bet. And Ravenclaw would not have been that. Not this year, anyway.
هذا مرة أخرى. يلا شوفوا شوفوا.
The students are terribly...
Planned to bet a few galleons on Hufflepuff this season.
Hufflepuff? Ravenclaw?
I know when I see a winning bet.
بدعين.
And Ravenclaw would not have
تكفى
been
لا.
that. Not this year,
يا الله.
anyway.
المحاولة هذه نرجو أن لا يتم كشفنا.
I had planned to bet a few galleons on Hufflepuff this season.
هي مرت على خير. أوكي 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 أوكي. مين يبدأ؟ في واحد هنا. لا 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 ورقة السحرية. هذا كان لا 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 اسمي لا.
Being cancelled.
I had planned to bet a few galleons on Hufflepuff this season.
Hufflepuff? Not Ravenclaw?
I know.
وصلنا أخيرا. كلمة.
Hello, Mr. Moon. I have the moons you asked me to collect.
Oh, goodness! You're as fearless as I'd hoped. An excellent start. If we can collect more, it may shed some light on who's behind all this. Of course, I first suspected Peeves. He drove the previous caretaker, Rancorous Carp, to an early retirement with his intolerable buffoonery. But that does not explain the boggart in Hogsmeade, does it? No. I am determined, with your help, to discover the identity of my tormentor.
It's definitely intriguing. I'd like to help you solve this mystery.
You, my friend, are a gentle person and a scholar, and I have something to offer in exchange for your assistance. Now, remember, the moons are only retrievable at night. Thus, I encourage you to use a disillusionment when necessary.
How many statues are there to find?
I don't know precisely, but I've spotted dozens. Seems they're everywhere I look. You have your work cut out for...
Understood. I shall keep an eye out.
I appreciate that. Oh, and I knew you were the one to ask for help. Keep at it so we can solve this mystery.
خلصنا المهمة. هنا نوقف. إن شاء الله الفيديو عجبكم، وإذا عجبكم لا تنسون اللايك والاشتراك، وصلوا على الحبيب، والسلام عليكم.